Hello, joyous seniors. Welcome back to Joyous Senior Living, where we embrace life with energy and positivity. Today, I have an exciting and very practical topic for you all. August is here, a brand new month, 31 fresh days stretched out in front of us like an unwritten book. And I've been thinking about something all week. We are more than halfway through 2026, and on August 21st, just 3 weeks from now, it's National Senior Citizens Day. That is our day, a day the calendar sets aside to honor everything we've lived, everything we've built, everything we are. But here's my question, and I want you to really sit with this for a second. How many Augusts have rolled by where you told yourself, next month I'll start, next month I'll walk more, next month I'll call that friend, next month I'll finally try that thing I've been curious about? What if this August was different? Today I'm sharing 7 things you need to stop doing after 60. Not someday, not next year, but right now, starting today. Each one is a quiet habit that feels harmless, but is stealing your energy, your sharpness, your joy. And number 4. Number 4 was the one I had to look in the mirror and admit I was guilty of myself. So make sure you stay with me for that one. Let's get into it. The first thing to stop doing is waiting for Monday, or the first of the month, or New Year's. I have done this my whole life, and I know I'm not alone. I'll start the walking routine on Monday. I'll clean up my eating after the weekend. And then Monday comes, and something happens, and we push it to next week. Here's what the research actually tells us, and this number stopped me in my tracks. The average adult over 60 who says, I'll start next week, delays that start by an average of 6 months. 6 months of waiting. That's half a year. That's this entire August, September, October, November, December, and January. Gone. But here's the thing. Your body, your brain, your energy, they don't respond to the calendar. They respond to today. One walk this afternoon does more for your heart than 100 walks you planned for next week. One healthy meal tonight nourishes you more than a perfect diet you never start. So here's your first stop doing assignment for August. When you catch yourself saying, I'll start on Monday, do one small thing right then. A 5-minute walk, a glass of water, one stretch. Prove to yourself that today counts. Now, part 2, and this one is so important. Stop treating your body like it's fragile. I hear it all the time from friends my age. Oh, I can't do that anymore, Joy. My knees. I'd love to try that, but at my age, and I understand, we've earned the right to be careful. But careful and fragile are not the same thing. There is a phrase I learned recently that changed how I think about movement. It's motion is lotion. Your joints, your muscles, your bones, they thrive on movement. When we stop moving, we don't preserve ourselves. We accelerate the very decline we're afraid of. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to run a 5K. What you need is to challenge your body gently, consistently. Stand on one foot while you brush your teeth. Do a few seated leg lifts during the evening news. Take the stairs when there's only one flight. Your body is not a museum piece to be preserved behind glass. It's a living thing, and it responds to use at any age. And the third thing, stop eating the same 5 foods on repeat. Most of us, by the time we reach our 60s, have settled into a pretty predictable eating pattern. The same breakfast, the same 3 or 4 dinners in rotation. It's comfortable, it's easy. And here's the problem. Our brains need variety. Your brain is 60% fat, and it requires a constant supply of new nutrients to build and repair neural pathways. When we eat the same limited foods week after week, we're essentially feeding our brain a restricted diet. Research shows that seniors who eat more than 30 different plant foods per week have significantly more diverse gut bacteria, and that diversity is directly linked to sharper cognitive function and lower inflammation. So this August, add one new colorful thing to your plate each week. A purple cabbage, some walnuts, a handful of blueberries, a new spice like turmeric. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen, just add one new color. Your brain will notice the difference. We're about a third of the way through, Joyous Seniors, and before we get to number 4, the one I struggled with personally, I want to pause and say something. This community is growing, and it's growing because seniors like you are sharing these videos with friends, with siblings, with neighbors. If what we're building here matters to you, if you want more seniors to have a place where they feel seen, equipped, and encouraged, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps more people find us, and I would love for you to be part of this community officially. Go ahead, I'll wait. Now part 4, and this is the one I said was hardest for me. Stop isolating yourself. I work full-time remotely, and I'm going to be real with you. There are Friday evenings when I wrap up my work, close my laptop, and realize I haven't spoken to another human being all day. Not really spoken. And the silence in the house feels heavy. I know some of you know exactly what I mean. Here's a number that shook me. Research shows that chronic loneliness has the same health impact as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases your risk of dementia by 50%. It raises your risk of heart disease and stroke. Loneliness is not just an emotional problem, it is a physical one. And the solution isn't complicated, but it does require action. This August, make one commitment. Reach out to one person every day. A phone call, a text message, a walk with a neighbor. If you belong to a faith community, say yes to the coffee hour. If you have grandkids, schedule a video call. Your brain and your heart need connection the same way they need food and water. You are not meant to do this alone. Number 5, stop saying, "I'm not a tech person." I used to say this myself, and I believed it. Technology felt like a young person's game, and I didn't want to feel foolish fumbling around. But then I learned something that changed my perspective entirely. Every time you learn something new with technology, even something small like navigating a new app or figuring out video calling, your brain creates new neural pathways. It's called neuroplasticity, and it means your brain is capable of learning and growing at any age. So this month, pick one thing on your phone or computer you've been avoiding. Maybe it's learning to video call your grandkids without help. Maybe it's downloading a library app so you can borrow ebooks from home. Maybe it's just learning to use the voice command so you don't have to type. One small tech win this month, for your brain and for your confidence. Now the 6th thing, and this pairs perfectly with what I just said, stop skipping your brain workout. We spend so much time taking care of our bodies, but what about our minds? There's a concept in brain science called cognitive reserve. Think of it like a savings account for your brain. Every time you challenge your mind with a puzzle, with a new skill, with a deep conversation, with a book that stretches you, you're making a deposit. And those deposits build backup pathways that protect you against cognitive decline. The key word here is new. Your brain doesn't build reserve by doing the same crossword puzzle you've done for 20 years. It needs novelty. So this month, learn 5 words in a new language. Try a jigsaw puzzle if you've never done one. Read a book on a topic you know nothing about. Play a board game that makes you think. Feed your brain something new, and it will pay you back. And the 7th and final thing, and this is the one that ties everything together, stop waiting for permission to enjoy your life. I'm 68 years old, and for a long time I had this quiet voice in the back of my head that said, "You can relax when everything's done. You can have fun when the work is finished. You can prioritize yourself after everyone else is taken care of." And here's what I learned. That day never comes. The to-do list never ends. There's always another reason to put yourself last. On August 21st, National Senior Citizens Day, I don't want you to just feel celebrated. I want you to celebrate yourself. Not because a calendar told you to, but because you have earned it. Every single year you've lived, every challenge you've faced, every person you've loved and supported, that deserves recognition. Here's the thread that runs through all 7 of these stops. Waiting for Monday, treating your body as fragile, eating the same foods, isolating yourself, avoiding technology, skipping your brain workout, putting yourself last. Every single one of them is a form of waiting. Waiting for the right time, waiting to feel ready, waiting for permission. August is your permission slip. Not next month, not next year, now. So here's my question for you today, joyous seniors. Which of these 7 things are you going to stop doing this month? Pick one, just one, and drop it in the comments below. I read every single one and I want to cheer you on. If this video spoke to you, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a senior friend who needs to hear this message. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would be honored to have you join our growing community. Hit that subscribe button and let's make August a month to remember together. Thank you for joining me today on Joyous Senior Living. Stay active, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next video.